fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm a sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for 10.
Let's talk about facts.
If you want to have intellectual discussions.
Spiritually oriented, very beautiful fun.
Who you are beyond the personality.
I'm a human being, same as you.
Be who you are.
But to answer your question,
What is really going on? And let's get into this.
And what is happening, Wirgo Warriors? Welcome to the wonderful world of Wirgo, the place where we get to ask what is really going on. Now, we're going to be doing another Tom Macdonald review here. It's not a reaction. I watch all this stuff. Wait till there's new stuff, I'll give it a couple of reactions. But this is a review. But before we get into that, there's another Tom thing that's just gone up. I'm just going to play it now. He's just released, what did he say, Hollywood. There's evil stuff going on at high level in the music industry. Agree or nah? Now, of course, I'm going to say nah, but also agree. Now, hear me out. I don't believe in evil. I think it's stupid. Alright? Anybody who believes in evil lives in a fairy tale world. The system is, its main thing is to make you believe there's a good and an evil. They don't exist. It's not real. It's just fairy tales in your head, part of the language they've given you. Do not consume that fruit, guys. You're going to get old and you won't be able to critically think. I mean, the people Tom's trying to reach are all, most of them mostly asleep because they believe in this good and evil crap. Now, what I'm going to say to you is illness, however, yes, definitely. There's strange illness afoot and they're all trapped in it. Why don't I call evil illness or illness evil? It's illogical. The definition of evil is extremely immoral, meaning evil, or wicked, meaning evil. So the definition of evil is extremely evil or evil, just put in different synonyms. Synonym. Don't worry about it. So what I'm going to say is that no, evil. There's no evil in Hollywood, but there is illness right throughout it. 100% agree on that. So you understand why I agree and don't agree? I sometimes think... What's the motorbike going by? I sometimes feel that Tom actually uses the word evil as his character. Maybe he gets lost in it, I don't know. But in the review I'm going to do today, in the song, you'll see why I believe that Tom also believes that this evil is just illness. But before we get into that, let's take a look at what Tom's put up here, his little clip here. I really do like it, Ed.
I swear these artists worship the devil. You see the symbols in their videos, it's not accidental. They sold their souls to be famous, it's not a debt they can settle. Just check the lyrics, you can hear it on every instrumental. These award shows aren't about the music or visuals. They're designed to be identical to satanic rituals. You buy tickets to concerts, you're not aware they're performing. Black mass and the fans are part of the ceremony. The industry been infected, Illuminati agendas. Communicate with the youth using messages in our records. It's all black magic. Wanna hear the devil play the track backwards? This is facts, witchcraft in our rap albums. Celebrities have clearly been cursed. Research the conspiracy first. It's so obvious they're taunting us with Lil Uzi Vert. Say it slow, sound it out. Lil Lucifer. There's devils around me, ghosts on their manholes. I walk through the valley, they follow the shadows.
Right, well... I think he's a very, very talented individual. I love his music. I love the way he writes music. I love the way he does certain things. But again, now, I write children's books. I put evil in my children's books because there's a fictional element to a children's book. You can't make the story work if you're like, oh, he's just ill because it's like, oh, well, let's help him. You can't get the good guy, bad guy feel. But these are just childish stories, guys. I know this because I'm in this world doing this thing, these stories. You're not supposed to consume it. It's there for fun. It's not there to be consumed and made part of yourself, made part of the tree within you. That's not your perception is a tree of knowledge because it's knowledge that grows. And not only does it stem upwards and have branches for you to grow with intellect, it also grows down into your body, like with emotions and the way. You know, sometimes you can watch a movie and you know it's a movie, but your body is very objective. It doesn't know it's a movie, so it gets scared. It's the same sort of thing. We're not getting too much into that. Really like that piece by Tom. Obviously, I don't agree logically with devils and evil and things like that. I think they're childish ways to look at things. I believe in like illness, and those individuals are so into the illness that they believe it's reality. Yeah, you can say, oh, they're devils or Lucifer. And by the way, the greatest trick the devil ever created was to convince you he didn't exist. Now, you're not talking about he, the devil, because we know he exists in Christ, you know, in this fictional world. It's Lucifer. Lucifer is not Satan or the devil. He's the opposite. It's the angel of light. If Lucifer is white and the devil is black, then Christ and God is in the middle, grey. Anyway, let's get out of that. We're going to go into our review today, okay? So, guys, we're going to go into the featured song for this, and it's Brainwashed by Tom Macdonald. I'm going to try and let this play a little bit more rather than stopping it every 5 seconds. It's an older song now. For anybody who doesn't know who Tom Macdonald is, please go check him out. All the links will be in our descriptions below at some point. And this is a fantastic track called Brainwashed. Now, lyrical-wise, not for the speed or anything like that, just about what it's about. And I said, I don't really do favourites, but this one sticks with me more because I like the part about the end. In fact, I like so much in it. The video's not too bad either. Shout out to Nova. But let's just get into this, is it?
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows. Politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most?
Now, isn't that the case? Again, Tom is talking about polarization. And most of his tracks seem to do this. He's trying to show you how polarized they have you. People don't realize this is like one of the biggest system illnesses there is. Their whole objective is to polarize. Now, a good politician is somebody who wants to unify the polarized points and bring them together and create a unified people. But if you notice, that's not what politicians and TV shows and everything are doing. They're trying to divide you. This, like you say, in black and white and all this nonsense. Gays and straight and trans and cis and all these different bloody things. And once we seem to be getting headway in one, they find another one to split us. No one else recognizing this. Is no one else recognizing this? Why is it me? Why am I recognizing it? Now, I'm not the only one. I know that all you watching recognize it. Of course you do. Other people watching other programs not recognizing this. But, come on, let's just get into it.
We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month.
Now, someone explain that. Now, people say, well, you autistics get an entire month, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, actually, we got an whole month and a week and everything like that. But let's go for a minute. Even that, then. Why is it that the men and women that died for everything for us, apparently in wars and things like that, we pick one day? Or at least that's the way it is here in most of the places. One day, one day. And yet, you know, Pride is like a month long. Why? Why? I don't get it. What makes you so special? Is there are we getting cis months? No, a month for straight people. The other 11 are for straight people, can't? No, they're not. They're for everybody. What are you talking about? Well, all the gay people have to shut up and go in a corner and not out. What are you talking about? None of this happens. 12 months of the year should be for everybody. I don't get any of this stuff. I don't know why you need a gay month, autistic month, or any of these months. Don't know why you need any of it. People say, because it brings awareness to things. Does it? It's been going on for ages now. We seem to have more problems now than we did before. I don't ever remember half of these problems being around. But now we have so many problems. It's not. It's we want to flaunt things in your face and say we're more special than you. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm happy to be incorrect, guys. You just point out when I'm incorrect and I'll learn. Let's go.
The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only masses gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defarm police. Need to defarm the media who lies through their teeth.
Now, maybe in your country, Here we need to defund the police. I'm not saying get rid of the justice system completely. I'm saying it needs to be all refought, because right now all we have are policy officers. You see, what happens is, guys, I don't know if anybody knows this, but what we see as laws aren't really laws. We just think they're laws. What I'm talking about is there's a common law, man's law, not to kill, harm people, steal from people, that kind of thing. But then all these other things, constitutional acts, we call them regulations, but they're constitutionalized. So in other words, down in Parliament, they write out a new law, and then they all meet at 10 Downing Street, and they'll sell that law to the banks. And what they say, because of this law we put in place, we believe that we're going to con the people out of X amount of money, like 60 billion or something like that. Will you give us that money so we can run this country the way we want to run it? And on return, we'll have it's all legal stuff, yeah, all written in legalese, so we don't understand it. A language we don't understand because we're not taught it. And therefore, what we do then is when all the fines and everything that people get will all go through the courts, and the banks will get all that money back. So it's like them taking a loan based on a law they create. And that's all these things happen, like 9/11 and all these different things. There's just laws they create to fine us, take money from us, and then pay off the debts of the government that they're putting together. I mean, could be completely incorrect. Point out where I'm incorrect there, but that's the way I've been shown that's working. I don't understand. Well, I do understand why that's happening. I understand completely, but I haven't got enough time to explain it here.
Like, Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, because every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world. The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources
that we want. Right, so let's look at that. Isn't that the truth, though? We seem to go to war, kill God knows how many people. We say peace is gone because we bombed the crap out of them all. And then we come home with all that oil and the resources from there. And it's like, wait a minute, did we just steal all that? Where did we get that from? Oh, no, we conquered it. And you got people talking about giving America back to what they class as indigenous Indians, or I don't know the correct terminologies, guys. As I'm just telling you, I don't know. I'm ill-educated. But they want to give that land back, but at the same time, they're okay with them blowing up like other countries and taking their resources. It's all backwards, man. I don't understand it. I really don't. And the stuff he says about Big Pharma, we got one coming up with a Pfizer. Some guy getting caught on Pfizer. It's been on none of the news that I've seen so far. None of the news is showing it. All the ones sponsored by Pfizer, that is, in America. And here, it's just has a different name. Same companies, different names. And it's... Why would they give you the cure? Well, actually, they do give you the cure. You think what cure actually means. But why would they heal you? When they can just sort of like patch you over or keep making you sick and keep getting money off you. Why would they do that? It's not a good business model. It's not, is it? It's not a good business model. Don't get me wrong. I'm not in agreement to it.
One, heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a biggest, he's a bigot, he's a monster.
Tell me the lie. Tell me the lie. That seems to be the truth. Now, of course, I don't believe in white mans and black men. I know, it's all stupidness to me. But he's referring to those with white melanin and those with black melanin in their skin. And in some people's worlds, and coming a lot now, it's all it talks about. Race, 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 race. And it's like, oh my God, no wonder there's racism if there is racism. No wonder there is. Because all they do is see it all the time. All the bloody time. It's like... It's getting...
Let's just have the conversation.
It's getting me rattled up.
Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
Amen.
They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody take a key, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. Us against them and then you against me.
Again, polarization, guys. That's what Tom's pointing out here. Polarization. That's how the world is going around today. It's not money. It's not anything else. It's polarizing people. Because money and none of that stuff works unless they can polarize you. Get you to fight each other continuously. And you know the biggest polarizing knowledge that is. Good versus evil. Because you go, what's in between? They go, nothing. Bring them together, you have peace. What does that mean? It means we won't fight until we're something to fight about. Oh, so just till next time then. Peace is the victory of war. If you don't understand that, I'm not going to help you on this one. I'll help you again.
How did monkeys become people and people turn into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep.
That's another episode.
Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe. Because they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18.
Love that line, that bar there. What is he talking about there? They talk about everything is in your best interest, but no problem selling you poisons and...
Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life. Because the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device.
And I don't know what I'm a sick of. Rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Sorry, Joe. Shouldn't mock the old, should we? Bless him. Gotta throw a little satire in there, aren't you?
Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable in police?
Now, in our country, as you know, they gave up the rights well before I was born, so... I mean, sometimes I wish I was living in America, so it didn't have that. People, you get shot. And go, oh, yeah, that's what happens. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying in some areas you live in you're not going to get shot by accident because of these kind of things, but then don't live in those freaking areas. Easier for some to say it, I appreciate that. I'm not putting that argument, I'm talking about me personally.
And the government, the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun. White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system.
Polarization!
Just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us. Cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them and then you against me.
Now this next part, probably one of my, I love this part of the track. I want you to listen to this next part really carefully. And if you're going to give any comments, give it on this. Are you ready?
Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design.
Tell me you got that. Tell me in there you went, oh, what? I knew I pressed that. Messing up my microphone, sorry guys. I want to try and get it close to the music. I'll stop playing with it now. Stop. Fiddly. I think you said it all. I'm not even going to comment on it. You comment on it. Comment below what you thought on that.
They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them and then you against me.
So right there, this is what I want to say to you. I don't believe Tom believes in good and evil. In fact, I know in another track, which I'll do a review on, he mentions about everything just being mental illness. Right? We'll talk about that. But if you look at all the steps and listen to everything he's trying to tell you there, stop. And listen to everything he's trying to tell you there, you should see that this is all designed. It's not. It's designed to make you mentally ill, and it's mental illness that's doing this. I don't even know if people, those at the top, really understand that good and evil are not real anymore. I think they've just lived in it so long, and they just believe in good and evil, and that's why this is all happening. Or the people at the top going, we know it's not real, but we're going to convince everybody it is. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's just something I don't believe in. As for Tom, guys, another amazing Tom track. At the end of the month now, we're taking a PA to the top of Penavon, which is the second biggest mountain in my country. We're going to blast some Tom tracks off the top of there. Hopefully Tom will hear them all the way across the other side of the ocean. We're going to blast it off there. We'll record it, we'll do a show on it, and we're probably going live as well. Post it up on Facebook and other places. So, you know, look forward to that. If you enjoyed that, guys, there are plenty more Tom tracks coming up. And if you know another artist like Tom that's spitting facts and truth, let us know, because we'll listen to that and we'll do some reviews on that as well. Otherwise, it's not about the music, really. I mean, you can all enjoy music at your own flavours. I'm more talking about the messages within the tracks. And Tom, I think, is actually trying to spill these facts for us within his songs and relate a message. That's where it seems. Don't get me wrong, he's trying to make a lot of money and fame at the same time. I'm sure he is. Well done. As far as I'm concerned, when you're doing both selfless and selfish things and putting them together, you get a much, much better result. And that's what I think is happening. Until the next time, then, guys, Wirgo, what is?